You're about to enter the Atomic Voodoo Lounge, New Stanton's one and only surreal dive bar, bringing you beauty and magic and terahertz tragic. I'm Maxwell Vegas, writer, poet, musician, and author of the soon-to-be-published novel, New Stanton. Descend with me into the static buzz of late-night radio, where words and music swirl through neon dreams and drift like cigarette smoke out over dried-up prehistoric seas. New Stanton's Neon Mirage Theater presents Back Alley Noir. Written by Wade, curator of the DVD Vault on Substack, Back Alley Noir is our way of educating listeners new to noir and neo-noir films to the best the genre has to offer, and to remind the rest of us of titles we probably should revisit. And tonight, we'll have a double. Indemnity, that is. Simply put, Barbara Stanwyck's Phyllis Dietrichson is the ultimate noir femme fatale. In Billy Wilder's Double Indemnity, 1944, Phyllis uses her sexuality to ensnare men to do whatever she wants. And from the moment she sees Fred McMurray's Walter Neff, an insurance salesman, she knows she has him in her hand. No time is wasted before Wilder's witty dialogue is employed by Walter to boldly flirt with a married woman, and she knows he's not thinking with his brain, especially when she shoehorns a life insurance policy for her husband into the conversation, and Walter doesn't have a second thought about her intentions, if he's having any thoughts at all. Phyllis's duplicity and instinct for self-preservation are wonderful to see from the perspective of a viewer not under her spell, at least not entirely, and privy to her cold glances every time Walter looks away. Stanwyck's performance is truly a masterclass in manipulation. The moment we see Walter, he's recklessly driving to his office, trying to maintain his cool while walking through the door and talking in a labored, distressed manner to an elevator operator who is not at all adept at reading social cues. It's obvious that we're in for a wild, disastrous tale as Walter sits down to record his confession on a wax cylinder, a clever way to introduce the noir narration trope. Through this framing device, we know Walter will kill someone, and the film's tension comes from seeing what drives him to commit such an act, as well as what makes him eventually collapse and confess. Starting as an honest insurance salesman, if there is such a thing, we see him descend to having an affair with a married woman and crafting an intricate murder plot. The fatal flaw of Walter is that he thinks he's smarter than other murderers, and so many murderers do, because he's on the inside of the insurance game and knows all the angles. McMurray's performance brilliantly conveys the futility of one desperately trying to keep his head above water with a cannonball chained around his ankles, or another appendage. Gangster movie icon Edward G. Robinson plays against type as Barton Keyes, a benevolent claims manager who uses his keen intuition to sniff out phony claims. Keyes' mentorship and his friendship with Walter is tragically sweet, and his heartbreak at learning what his friend and protege has been up to is almost too painful to watch. The fact that Keyes is so adept at spotting liars but fails to see what is right in front of his face because he's blinded by love for his friend is such a departure from what Robinson was typically doing in movies like Little Caesar, 1931, and John Huston's Key Largo, 1948, and I wish he had been given more of a chance to show his range. My favorite moment in Double Indemnity, not featuring Barbara Stanwyck, is Keyes' intense and simultaneously hilarious actuarial table speech ending with him snatching a glass of water from his boss, chugging it, and dribbling it all over himself. Pure cinema. Wade is a lit major and educator who shares and discusses films through the physical media they're printed on. And he has an impressive movie library of over 2,300 films. For more of his insightful cinematic discussions, please visit his DVD Vault at dvdvault.substack.com. This segment of Back Alley Noir was included in Season 2, Episode 7 of the Atomic Voodoo Lounge podcast. If you liked what you heard, please visit atomicvoodoolounge.com or search the Atomic Voodoo Lounge on your favorite podcast app or service. Thanks for listening, and please spread the word about the Atomic Voodoo Lounge's mix of speculative noir, poetry, fiction, and spoken word. In addition to the words, the AVL also has the beat. We play a variety of mood-inducing music, including surf, exotica, jazz, blues, and more. Copyright 2026 by Heavy Sixer Productions, LLC. All rights reserved. And remember, AtomicVoodooLounge.com.